Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Brady or B Matthew M here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Jake in Multiversus. So I know when I first started in Multiversus, I was absolutely garbage with Jake, and if you're struggling to get wins, this is absolutely the video for you. You guys are definitely going to want to stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to be going over the best moves for Jake, the best combos, the best perks, and so much more that will help improve your gameplay in Multiversus. Alright guys, let's get right into it. So I'm going to start off with his light chain. So basically if you just press your light attack 3 times, it's going to do that little combo there. And it is a pretty decent move. I find that I don't use it a lot in game, so probably not one of the most useful things that Jake has in his arsenal, but it definitely is something that you can give a shot and see if it works for you. But I find for me, Jake's bread and butter is his neutral air, which is this little move here where he turns into a big balloon and kind of whacks you. So the beauty with this move is that it hits in every direction, so no matter where they are, if they're behind you it'll hit, if they're in front of you it'll hit. I like, when I start off with a match, I like to go at them right away and hit them with the neutral air, and then try and combo it into like his side air, like a punch or something like that. Like something like that is how I like to start off most of my games. And yeah, that's a really good way to get started with getting into some combos with Jake. Alright guys, another really good move for Jake is his up ground attack. So this is the one that you see probably all the time with his axe here. And that one does do quite a bit of damage. It is one of his better kill moves if you're trying to get your kills and get your ring outs in Multiversus. But basically this one here, the longer you charge it up, the longer the axe will go. And I believe if you hit them kind of on the edge part of the axe, so either like right there where Shaggy was, or on the other side right there, that does more damage and more knockback. So it kind of has a little bit of a sweet spot there. Another one that I just did right there is his side ground attack. That one does have that purple glow, which means it has armor break. So basically if you're playing like a Wonder Woman or a Superman or a Garnet or something like that that can do attacks, and they're protected in that frame with their armor, basically a move like this goes right through that armor, and will still get the knockback effect that you get when you regularly hit someone. Alright guys, there's just one more ground attack I need to show you with Jake, and that is his down ground attack. This one also has that armor break, as you can see, with the little purple glow there. But basically this one, I don't use it a whole lot in game, but it is quite good actually. It is one of his better kill moves as well. It's just not one that I find a lot of opportunity to use in game, but you can definitely give it a shot and let me know how it goes. Alright guys, now we're going to get into Jake's bread and butter, which is his side air attack. So this one I'm sure you guys have all seen before, but it's his long stretchy punch that he can do. And the cool thing with this move here is that it can go in any direction. So if I'm facing to the right side of the stage here, I can punch straight forward, I can punch in any direction diagonally, I can go straight up, I can even go straight down with the move. The only thing you're not able to do is that if I'm facing to the right, I cannot punch to the left. The furthest I can go is straight up or straight down. If you want to punch the other way, you're going to have to face the other way of the stage. Another really cool thing about this move is that it has a little bit of a sweet spot. So if you fully charge the attack and hit someone at the very end of your punch, it's going to do a lot more damage than normal. So if I go up to Shaggy here, that's not quite, that's a little close. But you see right there, you hear that noise, the pa-choo! If you guys hear that noise, then you know that you definitely hit the sweet spot of the move. Just like that, and you're going to be doing some additional damage, as well as you're going to get a heck of a lot more knockback. This isn't a really good kill move for Jake, but it is really good at helping space out your opponents. And that's one of the things I really like about Jake as a bruiser. Most of the other ones have to be up close and trying to get all these hits off, but Jake, he does have a little bit of range with this punch, and I think that's a really unique thing for him. Alright guys, one of Jake's other really good moves is his skateboard, or his down air attack. So basically for this one, you're just going to jump above them and you can land your skateboard up to 3 times, and it kind of combos in on itself. So the beauty with this move, it does a lot of damage, and it can, like I said, it combos with itself, so it's really good to get some additional damage onto your opponent. Alright guys, another really cool thing with the skateboard is that you can use it to get some pretty insane spikes. So I'll show you here. I can knock Shaggy off the stage, and then if I follow him down... Shaggy just bodied me, man. Okay, hold up. He's not wanting to go too easy today. Just like that, and you can kind of follow them down, As they're falling, you can continue to hit them with the skateboard, kind of like I just did there. And that's a really good spike move for Jake. One more really good move for Jake is his up air attack. And this one's kind of a two-part move. So you can swing it once and swing it twice after. The second part does have a much higher kill potential. I don't know if I can land it on Shaggy here. It's just, this one's kind of tough to land in the practice. Just because of how Shaggy moves, but that's kind of how you hit it. And it does do a decent amount of damage, and when they are a higher percent, like I said, that second move does kill a lot of the time. And of course, we can't forget about Jake's little horsey move where he turns into a horse, can run back and forth on the stage like a psycho. To be honest, I don't use this one a whole lot in game, but I think it can actually go into a few combos, maybe when they're lower percents. But I have definitely used this before on accident, and it has killed at very high percents. So it's definitely not something that I would count out, but definitely not a move that I would be spamming and trying to use a lot with Jake. Alright, I just got two more moves to cover here with Jake. The one is his recovery, so this one is his up special, or up B. This one is not a very good move as a recovery. It is kind of easy to predict and get edge guarded with. But you can use it twice, which is really nice. It does cover quite a lot of distance, so if you are like quite far down on the stage, not that far obviously, but if you're a little bit further down on the stage, you can get all the way back up to the edge, and use that to kind of help get yourself back up on the edge. But the best way that I like to use this move is after landing the skateboard combo. So if I'm landing skateboards, all three. If I land the skateboards on Shaggy here, I like to kind of combo with that and then land more skateboards. You can kind of do that a few times. Alright guys, the very last move for Jake here is his down special, which turns him into like a house, a boat, or a car, something like that. And basically you can use that to ground pound enemies. Another really useful way to use this move, lots of people don't know this for some reason, but when Jake is in this form here, he actually can deflect projectiles. So things like Batman's Batarang, Shaggy's Sandwich, lots of Tom and Jerry projectiles, Rain Dog projectiles, all that type of stuff can be deflected when Jake is in this form, and then it basically goes right back at them. So I really like to use this move when I'm playing against annoying Batman players with their Batarangs. You guys already know what it's like to play against something like that. And this move definitely helps a lot. It turns their Batarang right back at them, and then they get hit and weakened by it, and then I can go in with the combo and definitely use that to my advantage. Alright, we're going to start off with the signature perks. Between Sticky and Stay Limber, dude. I definitely go with Sticky. I do see quite a few Jake mains though when I play against them that go with the Stay Limber. So Stay Limber basically makes it so that when you do that down special, your house or your car, whatever you turn into, you kind of do a little bit of a bounce, so you can hit twice. Other than that, there's really no benefit to it. I know a lot of people use it, not hating on it at all. It's definitely still a good perk. I just prefer the Sticky perk, just because like what I talked about earlier with the skateboard combos, I like to land the 3 skateboards, up B, which is the Sticky, and I'll get them hitting that, and then they'll get stuck underneath me, and then I'll do the 3 more skateboards on top of them. So just my playstyle with Jake, that one fits a little bit better for me, but you guys are more than welcome to try out this one as well. Alright guys, and when it comes to the general perks here, I don't know about you guys, I don't really enjoy the offensive perks here unless I'm doing like a 2v2 or something like that and the perks are stacked. I just find that the benefit you get from them is not nearly as much as some of these other utility based ones. Like the damage ones, you get 5% increased damage, but when you're only doing like 5 damage and move anyways, that's only like an extra 1 damage point to your opponent. So for me in 1v1s it really doesn't make sense to use that, but if you are going in 2v2s and you can have them stacked, then obviously like a 10 to 15% is going to be a lot better than a 5% increase. So that being said, some of the things that I do like to use with Jake is Tune Elasticity here. So this one you get a minus 20% reduction to your wall and ground bounce velocity. So basically what that means is that if an enemy hits you into a wall or against the ground, against a roof, something like that, basically you're not going to go flying as much as you would if you didn't have this perk enabled. Alright guys, and when it comes to the utility perks, I really like to use the Tasmanian Trigonometry. So this one gives you a plus 15% base knockback influence. So basically your opponents are going to get knocked back a little bit more. And that's really helpful with Jake, specifically because he doesn't have very many kill moves or many moves that are really good for knocking your enemies off the stage, which is unfortunate because that's really where Jake thrives, is fighting in the air, fighting off stage, things like that. He has really good recoveries and ways to get back on stage, and really good air moves, so he is quite a good fighter in the air. So just having this plus 15% knockback is just really going to help him overall getting to help finish his kills. This last perk here is really up to you which one you guys like to use. I sometimes use triple jump, or I sometimes use fancy footwork. Fancy footwork I really like just because it increases your dodge distance. Just because Jake's a little bit of a slower character, having that increased dodge distance just makes you feel a little bit quicker, able to cover a little bit more ground better. And obviously triple jump's really good. You're spending a lot of time in the air as Jake, so having an extra jump's not a bad thing at all. Alright guys, I think that pretty much wraps it up for our Jake the Dog tutorial today. If you guys do have any questions, definitely make sure to leave them in the comments below. Let me know if you missed anything, or if you disagree with any of the things I said, definitely feel free to correct me in the comments. I'm more than happy to improve myself, and I can make an updated video in the future with some of your guys' comments. If you guys want to watch me play some Multiversus live, make sure to follow me on twitch.tv/bmatthewm. Same as the YouTube handle, make sure to follow me down there and turn on notifications so you know every time I go live. I tend to go live later at night around 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Alright guys, make sure to like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next one.